All right, now, family, here we are again in the heavenly courtroom of Abba Yahuwah with this powerful life-giving message already titled for you and me right at part 1, a witch in the family exposed, called Justina Ekinadesa Bangbe, that is family's name, Facebook, user's name, Favor Junksy. Flash, let the dead bury their own dead, part 14. Family case, I shared this in the newsfeed, and you just come in contact with this part 14, and you haven't listened to 1 to 30, please kindly drop it. Go and do just that in order for you to understand that we has already come a long way. Alright, you can settle on part 14, whereby a whole 30 videos over there. Alright, now, so in order for you to get along with us, you rather go and do just that. Okay, so right now, in part 13, we begin the point already, okay, titled A Serpent and His Seeds Blasphemed Heaven and Earth. All right, we begin already right at part 13. So you can just go and also listen to that in order for you to know what we are doing over here. So our scripture or foundational scripture was that of Revelation 13, 5 to 6. All right, so we have about 4 characteristics how this serpent, blasphemes heaven. Okay, so first of all, we are looking into the very first, character that he blasphemed God. All right, so if you listen to 13 already, so you understand where I'm driving to. I won't be able to reverse it back again. That is why you need to go and listen to 13. So we are almost done as well. Genesis 1, 26 to 27. Revelation again 3. I'm going to read that. Okay, let me read Genesis before we come to Revelation in order for you to understand. All right, now Genesis 1. So science is the very dragon himself that create life right in the lab. Okay, he's creating life. He's giving life through all this medication or whatever. The very tough one, it is being called IVF, in vitro fertilization. It has so many ways in giving life, but this in vitro fertilization is the top one. Like IUR, that one that said about 3%. Okay, ICI, excuse me, yeah, ICISR. So that one they called they said that one is about 5%. Okay, because IUR is a bit natural, close to almost conceived natural, not that many medication. So ICISR, that one, goes along also with medication more than the first one. But the very top one, okay, it is being called IVF. This one, I say it is 55% stroke 60% guarantee conception. How are they doing it? You just go. That is why technology, even though there are good parts in it, there are evil parts in it. The good part should have remained with us, technology. But the evil part, that is what supposed not to be found among us, that makes now this folly deity, God, here on earth, blasphemy that city. Said because, right now, let me read before we start talking. Here I am, Genesis 1:26. And Yahuwah said, let us make man in our own image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion. Okay, Abba Yahuwah said, I'm going to make people like me to take over the four corners of the earth. So right now we are going to that of serpent. Listen to 13 in order for you to understand the part I'm about to read now. Now here I am, Revelation 13:15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. So the beast said in Isaiah 14:12 to 15, I'm going to make myself like the Most High. 2 Thessalonians 2, okay, 3 to 5, make it so clear that this man of sin is going to elevate himself above whatever is called God. He's going to claim worshipped. He's going to be worshipped. All right, he's going to sit right in the temple of Yahuwah, God. Then he's going to make himself known to the whole world as God. This hymn has, primarily and the very end of it all. So we already, serpent is already progressing in this wickedness, and we are now heading towards to the very end, the last DVD. And who could that be? It is Islam, the last DVD, to pick it up from the Christendom, the little horn. Christendom is the large horn. Islam is the little horn. And they're going to pick it from the Christendom. Okay, that is why the biblical Messiah called the Messiahs, a false Messiah, many, plural. All right. So we see the one in Christianity is the man of sin. He set himself already right in the temple of Abba Yahuwah. If one set himself on me, that makes blasphemy. Being worshipped by me, the people of Yahuwah, that is how he blasphemed God. Okay, being worshipped, Sunday madness, being worshipped. The people of Yahuwah is still over in his temple right now worshiping him, bowing down to a four-footed beast, pig, pug. Yes. So the final one is what we are proceeding now towards. So you see now the beast have image. Okay. Abayuwa said, let us make man in our own image. In order for them to take dominion in the whole earth, the beast said, I'm also going to do likewise. I'm going to do a duplicate. My own image is the one to take, dominion, have dominion in the four corners of the earth. And we, the people of the book, we are bowing down to their gods. All right. Look at the so-called cult Christianity that said it's very right to be a sperm donor, to donate sperm. What? To donate sperm? All right, now. It is well. That's a provider, the family you are going to donate that sperm to must be a family of God. When they are calling God, don't necessarily say it is the Almighty Yahuwah of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. No, it is their own God. Now, in the days of Apostle Shehu, when something drastic took place right in the ship, it's everyone that poured out their gods from their pocket and then begin to speak to their gods. While Apostle Shehu was speaking to his own over there, up over there, and every other one in along, okay, the ship was also speaking to their own gods. Everyone poured out their own gods. So when they are saying God, it doesn't necessarily are talking about the true one, because they also call their own gods, okay. 2 Corinthians chapter 4 verses 4 said the God of this world. So that is the one they worship, that is the one they speak to. That is why Apostle Shaul went out, the people of the book, in 2 Corinthians again, chapter 10, verses 19 to 23. He said, what the Gentiles sacrifice to devils, not to Yahuwah. So I won't like you to be a part of it. They're done with demons. Alright? So when they are calling God, always know it is not the Almighty Yahuwah. No, they are speaking to their own God. They are pouring their own God out of their... That is why they can remove their God. That is why they can say their God said, it doesn't matter, you can worship any day. It is not Sunday. It is Christmas. That is who they are in a nutshell, pagan worshiper. Right now, this is how they blasphemed. They blaspheme all and all. He said that this demon blasphemed, God. So we are looking into how he blasphemed God, okay? God simply means office of a deity that is above all. Office of a deity, and say you go this way and you go that way, you do this and you don't do that. That is giving a commander. Do this and don't do that. He has a law to pass that. He made you and said, this is how I want you to live. Okay, that is the office of a God. And giving life as well. So let us make man in our own image. Okay. And we now also see the one that says he's going to make himself like the Most also have an image. And power again is also be given to that image. He said that they give. Can I finish already? Yes, I have to. Revelation 30:15. And he had power to give life. And what they call the science, they call science to God. Go and do your research. That create life in the lab. He create life in the lab. You just go and type it. There is this title they gave unto it. It is a clinic. It's a baby maker. Not Yahuwah maker anymore. They said this clinic is being called baby maker. Baby maker. Okay. The fertility clinic. Type it so. You're going to hear even more than what I heard. All right, now. Now, sperm that is how they also blasphemed that office. Abayuwa is the one to cause the releases of the sperm. It is a holy seed. You know what this witch said, Justina? She said, okay, now, I'm coming to our own. There are sperm donor that they don't want children, so they will just give it to whosoever that wants it. When you goes to this whatever research that I did, it's mind boggling. It's gonna blow off your mind. Sperm is being traded right in the center of this God. This is how he blasphemed God. Sperm is a holy seed that only between the man and the woman needs to see. Not to put now in the public street, everyone. It's supposed to be a private thing. That the woman herself is the one to see it. Because it's made for her. But today, we have a market where you can just go and pass out your sperm. Now, this IVF, what are they doing? Now, they also call the follicle artificial. In order to provide as many eggs as they can, therefore they have to use this artificial follicle, whatever, to to release it in your ovaries, all right, to be released in your ovaries, all right, in order to create many eggs as they can by drugs. I gave you the link already. You just go and do that. You're going to hear more for yourself. And they also have a masturbating room, a room that they call a room to masturbate. They have all kinds of blue film, pull whatever a film that the woman is, while the egg is being retrieved, after they are releasing this artificial follicle to produce much egg as they can. These are not just chicken eggs. These are human eggs we are talking about. Now, after they have, when they are going through the process of, of fertilization, after they have retrieved, some call it pick up, some call it egg collections, and some also call it egg retrieval. So it means one thing. To bring out the egg, they use follicle, artificial follicle, to produce by drugs right in the wombs of the woman, in order for them to create for them to create life. Now, after that is being done, the egg is already being retrieved. They took it right away to the lab where the scientists creates life. They took it to the lab while the husband of the woman or a sperm donor or a husband of the woman will not go to a room they call a masturbating room, that the man has to be masturbating himself. Object will still be given unto him like a container for him to release his inside. All right. So both men and women see this sperm everywhere in the lab. So they have a place they keep the sperm of donor or whatever, and they also have a place, they call it incubator, where normally they freeze, the egg. It said for a future. The other one I listened to, it said indefinitely. It's indefinite. Okay, so you can use that fertilized egg, freezing egg, anytime. It could be 10 years, could be 20, it could be 30 years. No, that should have been in heaven only. That is how he blasphemed. The laboratory where life is being given belongs to Abba Yahuwah alone. But this serpent duplicate that office and now begin to teach it to his children, the science, now begin to disclose it to humanity how to create life. It's a baby maker. Science is God. And the other one also called him, even the doctor, you are a miracle worker. These are unbelievers, okay? So this is how they blasphemed. They blasphemed God. So where I like to read. All right, now I think I still have to finish reading here. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So that is the final goal. We will see that in Sharia law. So quickly I want to read Romans 1:20. It's over here. Whatever we are seeing here on earth is a replica of a thing that exists right in the heaven. This scientist laboratory, whatever lab, where they give life, we have it right away in the heavenly. So this is how he blasphemed God. That is where normally Abba Yahuwah needs children in our womb. That is where Abba Yahuwah really actually cause things to happen, create life. That is where he is doing it. Here I am, Romans chapter 1:20. Moreover, the law, what am I doing? Chapter 5? No, just chapter 1, verses 20. All right, now. Time is also running out again. I read now. Romans chapter 1, verses 20. For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen. The invisible one is clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. Right now, you knew already that they are almighty, that him alone worthy. You have no excuses. He said from the visible one, you can understand the invisible. Should I take it again? Romans 1:20. Here we go. For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen. How did they be clear unto you? Now, if you want to see the laboratory in heaven, you just go and do this research that I told you. The lab created by science, where they normally create life. And see how they are making it, exactly how they are making it. They always filter anyway. That is how YAHUAH is doing it. When a time comes for a man to plant a seed, what did YAHUAH do? He is there. Only three of them is in this laboratory in heaven. YAHUAH, Yahushua, Ruach HaKodesh. They are the life giver. They are the one that is doing it. Okay, like me now. As I was born, how many eggs was I born with? 1 million. Okay, some research says it's even more than that. But I want to stick with 1 million. So, in that 1 million egg, I'm not going to fertilize all. So, it could be, how many am I going to fertilize? YAHUAH already fertilized them all in his own laboratory. Only for time of conception. Like the man, in each ejaculation, it's even more than 1 million cells of sperm. All right. So now in each ejaculation, not every ejaculation is going to bring about children. No. The majority of it, it is the refreshment of the woman. It cleanses woman. It builds woman. It is woman's property. Only one cell. Okay. That is going to cause, fertilization. So if that man is going to be having 12 children, YAHUAH has already fertilized it in his heavenly laboratory. So when the time comes to plant, he is over there. 3 of them is over there. Okay, causes things by things to happen. Then you just put it in your womb through your husband ejaculation. Now exactly what they are doing in the lab, in the early laboratory taught by scientists through IVF, exactly the same way they are doing it. He said the invisible things from the creation is clearly seen. By what? By what? The one in heaven. Okay, can I take it again? For the invisible things of him that from the creation. Can I take it again? For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen. I never knew this, but I now understood it through the science, the one I saw from them. Be understood by the things that are made. So this is how I understood the heavenly laboratory, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without. What is Godhead? Let me count it for you now. They are the only 3 in this heavenly laboratory. What is Godhead? Listen now. YAHUAH himself, Yahushua, and the Ruach HaKodesh. These are the 3 in one Godhead. Just like you have spirit, you have a body, and you have soul. You are 3 in 1. Exactly the same with YAHUAH. So in this heavenly laboratory, him and his 2 other pair worked in it. No one. It's a secret. That is the holiest of holies, where life is being made. You just go now to that of Allah through science and see what they are doing. No respect for life anymore. So those one, they call themselves God, because they will take the sperm, inject inside the egg. The one that's going to be good, they will just let you know. The other one that was just sperm is busy by she want to pick it with a microscopic needle. So the head of the sperm broke off. He said, no, this one is dead. So she couldn't fertilize it. See what? These are God. These are the offices of God. This is heavy. This is deep. So what? So I'm going through them. I'm just following them up in order to understand that which is in heaven. But this knowledge is too heavy for us. This is not meant for us. This is so heavy for us, to carry. But this is how Serpent did it, okay? Allah. Right now we see the Godhead in Romans, where I just read 120. You can also go to Genesis 3:5. You're going to see that Godhead, he promised the woman to give it unto the woman. Okay? Why did he promise to give the woman the Godhead? in order for the woman to let him, borrowed him her womb. Because without womb, this one cannot stand. The womb provide the egg, which is the flesh. The man gave the spirit, which is the sperm. So in a womb, that is where this war is going on. Assuming the first one did not bury a womb to the serpent, because the serpent promised her the Godhead, there would not be a room for this today. But she buried a womb. That is why the woman is in the transgression, because she borrowed serpent her womb, in order for this wicked not to keep repeating himself until the end of it all. So this is the mystery over there. John 8, 32 to way down to 44. You are of your father the devil, you scientists. The will of your father you will do. Justina, you are of your father the devil. Okay, now you can also see 1 John 3, 4 to 12. How you going to differentiate? Exactly the way I put it, you will see it over there. They are of their father the devil. Right now, Genesis 4. The will of your father you will do. We see it over there, how the first dragon or the first giant, Goliath, do the will of his father and get rid of the righteous Abel. So we are done with the first on number 1. We proceed now to number 2. We see, it said the serpent. Okay, let me read. Just bless Abba Yahuwah. And I will have cried. Why should I forget this? So important. Now, when you go to Quran, Quran chapter 355, Quran chapter 799 verses 99, Quran 8 verses 30, make it so clear in a very broad way that Allah is the best of all deceiver. Allah said, Christianity say you know how to live. I'm your father. Come, I'm your grandfather in lies. Okay, I carry PhD. And they want to teach you how to lie. Okay, that is what Quran said. It deceived the whole world. Revelation 12:9 said. Now, in Quran, I'm not going to read it because Muhammad was having uncountable sperm. Sperm is a holy site that only man, the man in question and the woman that's supposed to be taking it in question, they are the one that is qualified to see that sperm. Okay, but it's so unfortunately that everyone are beginning to see sperm in Muhammad's cloth, the prophet of Allah. All right. Sahih Bukhari, where is the volume 1, book 4, number 229, narrated Aisha, I used to watch the trace of sperm from the cloth of the prophet, Allah's prophet. He keep repeating and repeating and repeating. Sahih Bukhari, wherever I get, volume 1, book 4, number 230, he narrated again. Again, 229, she narrated it again. Again, 231, she repeated that statement. 232, she repeated. It keep because everyone are beginning to see spam all over Muhammad. All right, now, like this witch, when she was confessing, do you know what she said they use spam for? Now, spam is everywhere in the laboratory of the science or the doctor, whatever. And this girl, Justina, the daughter of my mother, she now said that they use sperm, to make powder. So that is why initially they normally sell women into prostitution ground, into prostitute ground, in order for them to be having a lot of sperm to just make makeup. He said all this makeup women is wearing, it is sperm of men. They are using, that is what women is rubbing on their face. I said, wow. He said that is what they used to produce makeup in their kingdom. So that is why they really assign women out for prostitutes in order for them to be collecting more sperm. This time I'm going to call it sperm retrieval, not egg retrieval like the science, okay, did in the lab. This is what they are doing in the lab of the prostitute, okay. They collect a sperm. Okay, let me call it sperm retrieval. In order for them to use it for women's makeup, sperm. So this is how they blaspheme God. Use sperm for makeup, so everything women is putting on their face is the sperm of men. All right, now no problem, we proceed. You're gonna hear more when it comes to how she confessed. I'm just I'm throwing it in because the reason why I believe all our confession is that when you're really truly gonna, you see Muhammad sperm all over him, excuse me, that everyone have a holy side that's supposed not to be seen by all. Now you also go to the lab and go to the wherever, sperm everywhere, sperm donor. They even have a market, to just donate sperm. And this girl said this is the reason why they send prostitutes, into the prostitute grind in order for them to have a lot of sperm, because that is what the devil serpent is using to prepare women's makeup. So women, you are rubbing sperm in your face. All right, now here I am, Revelation 30. Here is our foundational scripture, okay? There was given 13:5-6, and there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, okay, plural, and power was given unto him to continue 40 and 2 months, okay, 6 now, and he opened his mouth in blasphemy against God. That is what we just treated now. We see how they blasphemed God. Sperm is the most holy, part or cell in the body of a man, meant not to be seen by any other one, apart from the woman that is being given unto. But today, sperm have a market. You can find it in makeup. You can find it in the Quran, because Allah's apostle, which is called Muhammad, used it as a cream. Now, this is confirmation. It was Muhammad cream, a cream. All over his body is full of sperm. And this girl, my daughter also said, is what they used to prepare makeup in the spiritual realm. And that is the reason why you have prostitutes everywhere, in order to just get the sperm of men. All right, now, so we are done with that. He opened his mouth in blasphemy against God, now to blaspheme his name. So I want to see how did they blaspheme his name. All right, now I want to see how do they blaspheme his name. We see how they did blaspheme his office as God. Now, how did they blaspheme his name? Philippians 2, you can take from 6 to 11, yes, to 11 or 12. 12, for it is, okay, all right now. So let me see where, but I'm taking from now. Listen now. Wherefore, Yahuwah also had, excuse me, should I take from, okay, yeah. Wherefore, 9 now, wherefore Yahuwah also had highly exalted him and given him a name, not names, a name which is above every name, that at the name of Yahushua, this is how they blaspheme. You see pork. Jesus is pork. That at the name of, you see pork, the letter J that gave you Jesus, not yet 400 years old. And this place I'm ready is over 2,000 years old. How did they insert it over there? Yes, it is the magic spell. That at the name of Yahushua, every knee should bow, of things in heaven, and things on earth, and things under the earth. 11. And that every tongue should confess that Yahushua HaMashiach is Adonai, to the glory of Yahuwah the Father. I aren't over there. When this witch was confessing, again, she now said I was the one confessed through her. I said, where is it being done? In order to still discredit Abba Yahuwah of his movement in exposing the wickedness of your father inside the family. You may not to be among the living because you are the dead. You go and live with the dead. All right? I said, that is not true. I am a believer. How can I confess through you? Like the vision from part 15 and 16, I'm going to talk about the vision I saw even before you came. So when she was not confessing, I began to say, oh, she was the one was here. Oh, she was the one. Hey. What I saw about her, the secret Abba Yahuwah revealed unto me about her, and I began to say it out, is even be jotted down in a confession book. It's even also in the video because she was being recorded for a whole 1 week. Why should it say yes? Because I was also talking about some. Of course, I have the vision I saw about you, like the Pastor Lucky. That one called me and said, if you believed that Justina is already repented, you are going into exile again. Because initially I always see her almost every night. She is fighting so hard with me and said, no child for me. No child. This man has been married for almost 13 years now. No child is buried. So you want to also tell me that one is confessing now through you? Not at all. Every mouth is going to confess, okay? It is a mouth will confess for mouth. You're going to confess whosoever you are. And I'm also going to confess whosoever I am. No one confess for nobody. So that was another wicked lie in order to discredit the powerful movement of Abba Yahuwah those days. All right, now you see. So now what it is Jesus. They now raise this pork higher above Yahuwah. Yahushua said, I come in my Father's name. These are the blasphemed his name, but the higher one is also coming. Allah. Allahuwa kubaru. Oluwa kubaru in wickedness is coming for you. All right now. Allah is coming. That is the Sharia law. And that is why we are doing more of this message in order to get ready our brethren in the midst of these pork-eating people. People like Justina, they are all pork. That goes nowhere. They know who they are already. But they just want to drag the people of the book along to their father's camp, which is never been done. All right? Abba Yahuwah is not a man that should lie. So that is why he brings out these days. He said in the last, I'm going to pour out my spirit upon all flesh. He's speaking about his own flesh and blood, okay? His own body. Your sons and your daughters. So we are all in the field doing the will of our Father. In bringing our brethren out of this coven called Christianity that exalts pork above sheep. Here I am, John 5:43. I am come. This is the biblical Messiah speaking. I am come in my Father's name. That is correct. Everybody carries their Father's name. Okay? And ye receive me not. Another shall come in his own name. Him ye shall receive. Do you see? The name is the problem. The name is the foundation of it all. The name is the authority. The name is the assignment. You just go by my name. And the name is the problem that came to rob salvation. This is how they blasphemed the name of Abba Yahuwah in raising pork higher above sheep that goes to the cross. Pork can never be used because it's unclean. We are being told never to touch. Have nothing to do with pork. But they said Jesus is the one that got. No, that is pork. This is how they raise higher Jesus above the biblical Messiah. You now raise pork above the sheep, the lamb that goes to the cross for your salvation. You now say pork is the one that, no, it's unclean. He said the dragon now flew down on earth, taught 1/3 of the angels of heaven with his own tail. What is in your tail? What behind? Where did your tail came from? Look at it. It came from your anus. All right? It came from your anus, your tail. He said with his own tail, did you see the tail of pork is behind his anus? That simply means he used uncleanness to flew them down here on earth. He used uncleanness to deceive them. He flew them, he deceived them right in the presence of heaven. He brings them down here with his tail. Revelation 12. Should I be sure of what verses? I think 5. All right now. I'm not sure. Verses 4, not 5, okay? I read. And his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven, stars are angel, okay, and did cast them to the earth, and the dragon still before the woman, that's it. His tail, say with his tail, what is your tail? It's clear already. Uncleanness, feces. He now used vain talk, uncleanness to float them down. Exactly what he is still doing today. He is using uncleanness, his tail, to deceive you. And you raise pork higher above lamb. Pork is unclean. Throughout the scriptures. Here I am, where the name was being given. This name was being given by fire. Here I am, Exodus 3, I take 13. And Moshe said unto Elohim, God, behold, when I come to the children of Yisrael, and shall say unto them, the God of your fathers hath sent me unto you, and they shall say to me, what is his name? The name is the authority, people. The name is the power. God is not a name, it's an office. That is what we first exposed or deal with in part 13. I take it again. And Moshe said unto God, let me call it the way it is. God simply means Elohim, okay? And Moshe said unto God, behold, when I come unto the children of Israel, and shall say unto them, the God of your fathers hath sent me unto you, and they shall say unto me, what is his name? What shall I say unto them? It is, God is not a name. Listen now, here is the name. And Yahuwah said unto them, or God said unto Moshe, I am that I am. And he said, thus shalt thou say unto them, say unto the children of Israel, I am has sent me unto you. Okay? He has sent me unto you. He said this, I go to 15. Or 16. Okay, no, 15. Has sent me unto you. This is my name forever. This is my memorial unto you, unto all generation. This is first time the name. This name was revealed. I am that I am. In the holy language, simply mean Yahuwah. Simply mean Yud He Wah He. Simply mean Haya Ho We He Ye. Simply mean Yahuwah. Simply mean behold the hand, behold the nails. This is his name forever. Alright? And his son said, I come in my father's name. Because he's not a bastard. Jesus is a bastard. You can't find Jesus in Yahuwah. No. Alright? So you now elevate Park over Lamb that died for you. It is Lamb that took away your sin, not Park. The blood of Park is unclean. Park itself is unclean. Alright? It is the blood of the Lamb that maketh intercession. But this is how they blasphemed his name. Alright now, Acts of Apostles 4:12. Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is no other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved. There is no, what is salvation? That is Yahushua. Come, let me tell you, in abbreviation, Joshua, the one you call Joshua, that is his name, in abbreviation. So in English, what did it mean? Salvation. He said you cannot get this deliverance. You cannot get this, heaven or freedom from any other but him. Because where did it came from? Yahuwah. Yahuwah. All right. No other name. Somewhere else. So let's see where the magic spell came in. Where they now warned our forefather never ever to mention the name Yahushua. That is where they now insert Greek version. Jesus. Now verse 17. But that it spread, but that it spread no further among the people, let us strictly threaten them that they speak henceforth to no man in this name. It is the Pharisees speaking, They are the seed of serpent. They came from Babylon. They really gave him tough time. All right. Should I take from 60, saying, what shall we do to this man? For that indeed a notable miracle had been done by them in manifest excuse me, let me take it again. Saying, what shall we do to this man? For that indeed a notable miracle had been done by them is manifest to us in the name of Yahushua, It's manifest to all them that dwell in Jerusalem. And we cannot deny it. We cannot deny this name, what he has already done. Now, how to stop that name? Let's stop the flow of it. But that it spread no further among the people. They don't want the name of Yahushua to spread no further among the people. Let us, all right now, straightly threaten them that they speak henceforth to no man in this name. Because the name is where the authority is. So I think I'm going to do the two leftover, because we have 4-dimensional, like I read already in part 13. So we're going to do that second day of the week, And then you call moon day. Moon, after sun, Sunday, the day of sun, proceed to the day of moon. But the royal law called the first day of the week, second day of the week. All right, now here I am. John 3:18. Don't just take from 16. End it, because that is where the matter ended, in a full context. Don't break on the halfway and run with only John 3:16. You ignore 17, you ignore 18. No. Listen now, 18. He that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already, because he had not believed in the name of the holy begotten Son of Yahuwah. That's where it is. Because you did not believe in his name. The name is where that is salvation. All right. You can call Emmanuel is the same. Emmanuel, Yahuwah Elohim is with you. When it's there, what is it going to do? To deliver you and give you salvation. They are one, Here I am at our Apostle chapter 10, verses 43. You can read it all, but I'm picking just one verse. To him, he's speaking about the biblical Messiah. To him, give all the prophets, not some person. All to him, give all the prophets witness that through his name, whosoever believeth in him shall receive remission of sins. Did they get through his name? And this one is spoken over 2,000 years. The letter J that gave you Jesus is not yet 400 years old. You see? We caught you red-handed. Allah, the red dragon. Sin simply means red. That's why they are all red. Through him. Oh. That is why he said he came to fulfill the prophet. Matthew 5:70. Think not that I've come to destroy the law, not the prophets, but rather to fulfill. And all the prophets of the old gave witnesses to Yahuwah. Is the name that above all name. Yahuwah simply means I am that I am. Yehoshua simply means I am that I am. Is salvation. What are you telling me? Eh? Alright now, here I am, Revelation 17. We are taking from 3 to 5 or so. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness. To see all this mystery, you must be in the spirit. You can never be in the flesh. No, flesh and blood can never inherit the kingdom of Yahuwah. He was in the spirit. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. That is just 7,000 years, 1 year to go. 7,000 years, okay, 1,000 years to go now, which is the very last empire of this goat empire. Islam is the one to pick it up now from the Christianity, because they are the little horn to go to finish the transgressions, okay. Now they live in the wilderness, okay. Where is their wilderness? It's Azazel goat. It always been sent to the wilderness. You can see Revelation again 21-4. Allah is going to eternal prison and all his children because they blaspheme. He said names because they blaspheme. Then I bring these names to blaspheme the name of Abba Yahuwah. So Jesus is in names. It started from if they want to lie, they will say it comes like this. From Yahushua, Arabic version, Yeshua, first translation. From Yeshua, now goes to the Latin, where Jesus came from. From Latin, now spread out to Greek, where Isis came from. And from Greek, now goes to English, where Jesus came. These are names. Where Jesus now came, finally. All right, that if they want to lie unto us, but I don't take that garbage. Okay, I go for just one name, not names. They say, no, we know it's a translation. Yahushua, now the very first translation goes to Yeshua. Okay, Aramic, Yeshua. Now Latin carried from Aramic, translated into Jesus. Now Greek collect from Latin, translate into Greek version, what? Isus. English now take from what Greek now translate to Jesus. Keep that garbage to yourself. Look at what it is. This is Jesus. It's eating feces, okay? And it's not yet done, okay? Allah is coming. Allah is on his way coming. And that is the final names to be given to the whole world. You say as the whole world accepted Jesus, the same the whole world is going to accept Allah. And that is blasphemous. It's a full of names of blasphemy. Okay? Having 7 and 10 horns simply symbolize strength. Okay? Horns simply symbolize strength. Is the power of their kingdom. That is the Third World War. The Sharia law is the last empire to go. And the last name to blaspheme heaven. Jesus in the four corners of the whole earth simply means you are raising pork above a holy name. And the another pork is on its way coming, Allah, for you to be raised above Yahuwah Yahushua in Ruach HaKodesh. Here I am, Matthew 24:24. They are also here names. For there shall arise false messiahs, that is false messiahs, plural, and false prophets. You say there are also many, and shall show great signs and wonders, so much that if it were possible, they shall deceive the elect. What is their miracle being called? To deceive. Is a lie, a miracle that is deceiving people, okay? There are many. So it's, this Messiah, there are so many uncountable, okay? That is why it's being called plural, Messiahs. Now we have one here already, second, this is the second to the last DVD to play for the whole world. Jesus is the second to the last DVD to to play for the whole world, to display character. He's already eat grass in the name of Jesus, drink four in the name of Jesus, eat grass, eat snake, all this nonsense. They are acting movie, okay? Now the last one to go. Follow up with the other pair, but it's going to be uploaded second day of the week. Here I am, Revelation 30, 16 to 18. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in his right hand or in his foreheads. So what is the what is our forehead symbolize? The throne of Abba Yahuwah is going to put his stamp over there. And both great and small, poor and rich. This demon also causes Abba Yahuwah pain. This is how he causes him pain. Everybody is in pain, okay? He's so arrogant. He causes heavy pain. You raise a pork above Yahuwah, he paces his heart. He makes him to regret. The forehead is the throne of Abba Yahuwah. He sit over there. And 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the man, or the number of the, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is a wisdom. You can keep reading. The number of his name. Okay, is the number of men. What does it say? It is a name invented by men. Should I finish reading? I'm running out of time. Let me see if I will be able to do that. And his number 666. Okay, that 666 we see in Islam. It is a governance system, not just number 66. No, they keep 6 days of the week. Allah reviews 6 years old baby to a man of 51 years old. We see that more in the other part. And 6 children of Muhammad died. Okay, a lot of 666. I once counted. Muhammad was 6 years when he lost his mother, become an orphan. All right, so many about it. Now Matthew 12, 24 to 35. So this is how the Pharisees was trying to raise demon above Yahuwah himself. He paces his heart, okay? Just as Justina is trying to raise demon above the finger of Abba Yahuwah, you hurt him, he paces his heart. Alright, family, we are done with this. Follow up now in the second day of the week for the other 2 leftover points and part 15 and 16, okay? Alright, family, Shabbat Shalom. You hear from me second day of the week.